What's up, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of the holy shit, of the 01 R6 restoration. I said it right this time finally. We got a lot to do today, so let's get to it.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome.
Okay, so today, got the parts in, got the new starter solenoid, got the new stator, got the new rectifier. We're gonna fix the wiring to the rectifier. Also have to adjust the clutch. Clutch got a ton of slack in it. A few more things to do. We're gonna get this bitch running though. Got the gasket for the stator cover. Just don't have the bolt to pull the magneto to get the stator out, because that son of a bitch is in there. You have to have the puller bolt to pull the magneto off to get to the stator. Let's get to it and we'll start fixing it. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. This is part 2. Hopefully we don't make it to a part 100. I think the total we have invested into this right now is 60 bucks invested into the free R6. So that's not bad. That's not bad. $60? Free bike, 60 bucks. Still have a few more things to buy. Haven't decided if we're going to go with the new plastics or I'm going to restore these ones and airbrush them or whatever. Sand them all down. Get them scuffed up. Get the old stickers off and you know, fix the plastic. So we're gonna see. Time will tell. But for now, let's get all this stuff done. Okay, so first things first, because it's the easiest right now, is we're gonna go ahead and adjust this clutch. As you can see, the clutch is about a 1/2 inch of play right there, and the handle is significantly loose. Now, I've never really had to adjust one of these before, but I do see an adjustment screw here on the back side of this up top. But as you can see here, like all that play, it's no good, and it grabs. Look at it, hits the handlebar. So I know this got to get adjusted. And they had this thing way out. It does feel better when it's out. Now it engages, but that's not right. Look at that screw. It's all the way out. So I mean, I'm gonna put a new clutch in it anyways. But actually, that feels a lot better. But still, I don't like all that slop right there. I mean, really, you should be able to use 2 fingers. And I know you don't have to pull it all the way in to disengage it, but I want a nice, comfortable clutch. So I'm going to go ahead and get with that first and see what's up. We have our new stator, our new rectifier, and the starter solenoid. That's actually the old one. The new one is installed and working. This indeed was the problem. Again, we had power at this terminal right here, but when we clicked the starter, we weren't getting power to this one, to the starter. So, which told me right off the bat that there's a problem with that. And then even when I jumped these two, I was getting nothing. And when you jump these two, it should bypass the solenoid and start the engine. But that could also have been too, because the starter was frozen and I had to unseize the starter. So let's get on with the clutch and then we will go from there. Okay, so adjusted the clutch. Everything feels good now. Now we got some good clutch action here. As you can see, there's no more play. There's just one issue. And this tells me that the clutch is worn. And either it's worn or the cable's stretched, so I'm going to do both. But, I don't know if you guys can see it here. There's an arrow here. And then there's that little punch mark right there. Those are supposed to be lined up, okay? And they're not. That's telling me either we have a stretched clutch cable or the clutch is shot, or next to shot, because that line's a good 1/4 inch, maybe a little more off from the arrow. That punch mark right there. It should be lined straight up. So, but it grabs really good now, and the clutch handle feels good. So for right now, that'll do. Next, we are going to install the rectifier. But before we can do that, look at this shitty wiring job. These are all burnt. Hopefully I can get this figured out. Maybe salvage the plug. We'll see. let's do that now. So as you guys can see, the old the carbs are back off. I timed it. I got the carbs off in 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and last time it took me like an hour. I found shortcuts. People did videos on YouTube and they were long, drawn out, piss poor videos. So if the carbs got to come off again, I'm going to make my own video. I found the problem out. What happens is it's flooding. And I have to figure out why it's flooding. I might have to go ahead and just suck it up and rebuild the carbs. But there's a lot of shit to these carbs. A lot. So they're completely drained out, which is good. And I'm getting ready to stuff them back in. What I'm going to do is start it, run it, kill the gas, let the gas almost run out, and start it back up, and just see if I can pinpoint some sort of issue, or a leak, or something that may be something. So that's where I'm at right now, making progress slowly but surely. We're getting there. Oh, and I've officially decided that I'm going to wrap the bike. What quicker way to make it look brand new than to wrap it? I forgot, like I have a whole room full of vinyl. So if I wrap it, that'll take care of one more thing. It'll look brand new if I wrap it. The bike's not in that bad a condition. So if I wrap it, that'll just put the touches on it and literally make it look brand new. And then cosmetically it'll be alright. I'm not going to go with the full swing arm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the swing arm blocks. They're like 180 bucks. And what you do is the blocks go in here. You gut this all out, take the wheel off, and you put the blocks in here. They fit perfectly in there, and then they come out, and then you put your axle through the end of the blocks. They do up to 10 inches, 10 or 12 inches. And then you get the extended chain. The kit comes with the chain, the long brake line, the extended brake line, and then all the brackets you need and everything. It's 180 bucks. I'm gonna order the integrated tail lights because these look like shit. So these will be the stop lights and the blinker and the blinkers. And get all this shit out of here, and I'll mount the license plate down on the side down there somewhere. Probably put the bracket on the axle and go from there. It's late as shit and it's dark, but it's proof that if you keep trying and you keep doing everything you can and you don't give up, you will succeed.
Keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome.